We're going to try to get the stream going, and it is successful. Looks like our chat rate is kind of through the roof. I don't know what's going on there. Welcome back to Mind Your Biz. My name is Seth, and we're going to talk about all things crypto. We're going to start with the Fear and Greed Index. And, before I do that, hold on a second. Pump those brakes. I've got a guest with me today. It'd be rude of me not to introduce my guest. Crypto Ex0Phantom.
Hello.
Wave for the folks at home, and make sure that you are speaking into your microphone.
Yes.
All right. Awesome. So, Crypto Ex0Phantom, how long have you been an expert in cryptocurrencies?
About 5 minutes.
All right. That makes you qualified. In this realm, that's about the same as most people have as far as experience in talking about cryptocurrencies. You're just as qualified as literally 80% of all crypto YouTubers and anybody on crypto Twitter or crypto TikTok. So, welcome to the show.
Glad to be here.
Should we talk about the Fear and Greed Index?
Yes, we should.
Okay, you go ahead and read this off for us.
Okay, so right now we're firmly in the fear area with a score of 29.
All right, 29. And how does that compare to the last little bit of trend, yesterday, last week, month or so?
Well, last week it was pretty similar to now. Yesterday it was lower than right now, and then last month it was just as low as yesterday.
Well, there you go. And, on that chart, you see kind of how the index works, right? This side is fear, that side is greed. People feeling greedy these days?
Not at all.
Based on what you can observe on, say, like YouTube or any of the media that you watch, is anybody that you're watching excited about crypto right now?
Not really, no.
Would you say that if it were on a scale of fear to greed, any of them is feeling fearful?
Definitely.
All right. Well, there you go. There you have it from the mouths of babes. This person does not know how to lie. We got Gundy Stuff and Things in the chat saying, "Yo, Gandalf Graysand, smash those likes." Gundy Stuff and Things says, "Happy New Year, Crypto Nation." And Automatic Beat says, "What's up, everyone? Plus." I like that. Gonna add plus to everything these days. And do give a thumbs up if you like the new design for the studio. Crypto Ex0Phantom, what do you think? Is this a keeper?
This is definitely epic.
It's a keeper, right? And then my belt up there, we should keep that, right? Because it's got my logo on it, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. We might need to move it a bit, though, so it's more in view.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. The thing that I love about that is that it's innovation resulting in imitation. People love it so much that they actually rip off my logo so they can be seen wearing it. I'm just flattered by that. It's great. It's the best thing ever. And this one actually is not mine. That belongs to Crypto Banter. But there's a long story behind it. I can't tell it today on stream, but just know there's a reason that I still have it and that Crypto Banter does not have it in their studio. So go figure. But Crypto Ex0Phantom, appreciate you being here. We also got Wisdom Bars in the chat saying, hey yo. Gandalf Gray gives a thumbs up. Automatic Beat says, Gandalf Gray, yo, and waves. It's awesome. Appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate you sharing this link while we're live. It helps. Definitely does. Definitely helps a lot. We got... we've got a source of genuine truth here, a crypto expert.
Yep.
So,
Bonafide.
Yeah, so stay tuned because we got some adventures for you today. Let's use the NFT Go analysis, their market sentiment barometer. This is the blue chip index. And, we talked about this before offline, Crypto Ex0Phantom. We talked a little bit about how there's this thing called blue chip NFTs. People tell themselves that this is like blue chip trading stocks, the top of the line trading stocks. These things like Bored Apes or like CryptoPunks. You've heard of these, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you've been involved in crypto for, again, how long?
About now 10 minutes-ish.
Okay, perfect. Then you're an NFT expert too. Not just a crypto expert, also an NFT expert. Smash those likes for Crypto Ex0Phantom, becoming more of an expert in crypto and NFTs in the last 10 minutes than probably everybody you watch on YouTube. So as far as these blue chip NFTs, what have you heard about these? What do these mean to you?
Well, in terms of my peers, they generally don't like blue chip NFTs very much because they think of it as very low effort art that gets sold for way more than it's worth. Personally, I disagree in that sentiment, but it's not my opinion.
Okay. All right. So it sounds like your peers are of the opinion that it's low effort art and it's just vastly overvalued.
Exactly.
And in your opinion, what do you think?
I think that, well, I don't really care if it's low effort art that's overvalued. I just know that if you're making NFTs, you can make a living off of them.
Well, there you go. I mean, that does kind of matter, right? The thing is, we know people who work in the arts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we know musicians, we know cartoonists, we know comic artists, we know people who've done historically what were relatively low-paying jobs in the arts, but now have become cool, right? Like back in the day, it wasn't cool to do their job in the arts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think our family has a little bit of a unique perspective on it, or mine does. Does yours? There you go. All right. So yeah, you got an answer to that. Let's move on though from the NFT Go, their market sentiment. You got a lot of the metrics over there on nftgo.io. I think it's a really great tool if people are if they're into the data, the analytics, and they want to see this stuff. This might be helpful for you. We're going to kind of breeze past that. Take a look at cryptobubbles.net. And this is a tool that is so simple that even a brand new person to crypto could use it. Ex0Phantom, what do you see here?
Well, I see a lot of big bubbles with different cryptocurrency names in them. And I'm seeing the smallest one in the top left corner, if I'm not reading that wrong, is Bitcoin. I wonder why that is.
Top left, yeah, it's teeny tiny. That is Bitcoin. And that's because of the price move that it did today. So this is a visual, sort of a visual data analysis tool that shows you based on the size of the bubble and the color of the bubble, whether the price went up, which would be green, and by how much, which is a percentage, and then that's reflected in the size of the bubble. Now, Bitcoin, it only went up by a small percentage, 0.2% on the day. Over the week, stayed zero. And over the month and the year, it's gone down. So if we changed this to show that time frame, the color and the size of that Bitcoin bubble would change. But everything else kind of indicates for us over the last day how much the price has moved and in what direction. Now what stands out to you?
Well, I'm noticing that Sol has had a huge increase.
That it has. Definitely to the upside. That chart right there, what does that trend look like to you?
It looks like a very consistent upward climb.
Yeah, and it's kind of doing that against the trend of the rest of the market, right? Everything else is not moving up by 24% in a day, but Sol is. Now, you don't know a whole lot about Solana, do you?
Not at all.
Okay, even in your 10 minutes of experience in cryptocurrencies, you're not a Sol expert?
Not at all. I would like to be one, though.
I feel like I've misjudged you. Hey, it's fine. It's all right. The night is young. So we'll take a look at some of this and see if we can't get you up to speed before too long. Looks like there's some other currencies that have gone up. Oh, is it balaclava time, huh? Oh, snap. Okay. Yeah, Ex0Phantom is a big fan of balaclavas. Tell us about balaclavas.
Balaclavas are amazing. I am a huge balaclava enthusiast. I love wearing balaclavas.
Tell us how you really feel now.
I got this balaclava for Christmas, and I'm very disappointed.
Oh, man. All right, there you go. It was that. Look, it was balaclavas or a lot of underwear, and we can't do a lot of underwear as a Christmas gift in this house. It just feels wrong. So anyway, Crypto Bubbles, though, you pretty much know what you need to know about it, right? Cryptobubbles.net is the name of the website. Anybody can go there, and hey, if you got a reasonably good education, you can figure out how to use it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't have taken too long to figure that out, right? Very good tool for most people to figure out more about cryptos and NFTs. But let's take a look at our current, this is the Bitcoin chart, and these are daily candles. So Ex0Phantom, what do you see here on this chart? If you just looked at this, kind of sight unseen, this was the first time, what would you make of this?
I know exactly what this means, and it makes perfect sense to me. But
Okay.
I'm going to give the viewers a second to figure it out.
Okay, perfect.
Not all of them are crypto experts like me.
Good. Thank you. That's very generous of Ex0Phantom to give you an opportunity to figure out what this chart means. All right. So take your time. Try not to pop a blood vessel in your head while you think really hard. Don't get too hot.
Also, remember to subscribe while you're thinking.
Yes. You can do two things at once, but not three. Okay. Not three. Don't go crazy here. Subscribe and then hit like and then share the video. Don't do it all at the same time.
Yeah, multitasking is a myth.
Yeah, very not good. Stereo 2 is in the chat, says, sup, man, good to see you. Barry Merritt is in the chat, says, Doug Tennapel made a lot of NFTs, but he got hacked and a lot of them stolen. Ooh, that's too bad. And then, let's see, Kevin Hawthorne also says, good evening from Lakeland, Florida. Great to see you, Kevin. Thanks for spending some time with us. Integra Guy is in the chat saying, hey, MYB. Hey, Integra Guy. Thanks for being here with us. Thanks for spending some time. And we're going to jump back into this chart. Let me explain a little bit about what's going on here for the people, at home that don't know as much as Ex0Phantom and me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give these people a chance to catch up. P-brains, all of them.
Yeah.
Actually, the Mind Your Biz community is one of the most intelligent communities in crypto. Just for the record, they are. But that's why they need Ex0Phantom on the stream, to increase their IQ that much more. All right, so this is the daily chart. Every one of these candles represents one full day of the markets. And if it's red, that means it moves down. If it's green, it moves up. And those little wicks right there on those candlesticks, we call them candlesticks. Those are kind of a short-term move. The end of the candlestick itself is where it spent the majority of the day in between, right, for its top price and its bottom price. And then you got sometimes really tiny moves with, flashes to the downside or upside. And that one right there, see that one right there? How it's like, looks like a little T practically, almost like a cross. There's like almost no body to the candle at all.
Yeah.
And then that one right there, it's kind of like the body of the candle is way up there. It looks almost like a pickaxe or like a tomahawk.
Almost.
Yeah, right? So some of these things help to indicate that it's going to move back in a different direction. Sometimes a tomahawk indicates that, not always, but some of the stuff is available in that one book that I have on our shelf. So you can always read up more about that if you want to learn more about how these things move and try to use some of these signals to, it's not a prediction of the future. It's not a prediction of how markets are going to move, but it can sometimes be a little bit of an indicator.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend that read too. How to Read Candlestick Charts for the Crypto Geniuses.
Yeah, it's definitely not a for dummies book. So we got Paul D in the chat saying, I'm first. I did a first. Chia Moon? I mean, I think that because Paul D is here, it's probably a foregone conclusion that Chia, the token, will go to the moon today.
Paul D's nuts.
What? What? The what? Paul, he just called you Paul D's nuts. This person has no respect for anybody in this audience. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you're all terrible.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, there you go. You got to change your username, by the way. I think it is written. Paul D's nuts. Thumbs up in the chat. Leave a comment if Paul D must change username on YouTube to Paul D's nuts. Ex0Phantom has spoken, and I'm just a slave to this young person's, pithy witticisms. All right. Moving on from our chart here, though, not much has changed, and it looks like our ascending wedge actually did kind of play out. Hey, kind of weird how us booger-picking, crayon-eating crypto miners can sometimes be better at charting than the people who do charts for a living. Weird, right? But don't let the understanding of crypto fool you. We pretty much just look at macro, right? That's the thing. We don't really look at the charts. We just kind of look at other stuff. I think that's the only secret that any crypto miner really has, is that we don't get too mired in technical analysis because it's voodoo. Kind of. It's kind of voodoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? He agrees. All right, let's move on to some of our price stuff. We want to get into the news. That's the thing. We want to get some of our feeds out of the way, our data feeds out of the way. So look at the news, see what we got here. Miggy Foxy says, no need to learn TA if you're good at hodling. That's true. That's true. And you know what? Ex0Phantom approves. What kind of a wallet do you have, by the way?
Crypto one.
Yes. But is it just a software wallet? Does it run on like your laptop or a phone?
No, it's a hardware wallet, a cold storage wallet.
All right. And why would you use one of those?
So that some random guy out of shape in his basement, in his mom's basement, can't just get on a laptop and go all hacker mode and steal all your money.
That's a good reason. There's some people who are really good at the crypto and Bitcoin stuff that don't live in their mom's basement and don't have to worry about the guy in his mom's basement hacking them that still get hacked. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, is that some ASMR? That's some fidget spinner ASMR? Hold on. I feel like Nicolas Cage in Gone in 60 Seconds. Okay, and go. So let's move back on to our what to mine GPU profitability ranking. What do we got here? We got the breakdown of all these GPUs. Now, here's the thing. In our gaming rig, we've got one of these GPUs. I'm not going to say which one. We got one of these GPUs, but it's pretty much just for gaming. We're not buying new GPUs for mining exclusively. We're going to wait till it's even cheaper. So we got this right here, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4090 at the top of the stack. And then the second is the RX 6800 for profitability at 1 cent. Looks like, I mean, based on that price, almost nothing is profitable. Even at 8 cents per kilowatt hour, like really cheap power, almost nothing is making money. See right there, the profits per 24 hours? So yeah, we've got that in a stacked ranking right there. The top is the highest profit for 24 hours. And it's a card that, get this, costs how much?
That is $1,799.99.
It's okay, you can just say it. It costs a buttload. I mean, I can say it. Maybe you can't. You'll get busted. Your mom will bust you. I can say almost whatever I want, but not anything.
Oh, I was going to say something different. Something slightly, something different.
Okay, good. Probably, now you got me actually worried. It's probably better that you don't. You don't go ahead and say that. But yeah, this one costs almost $2,000, right? Basically.
Yeah.
And it yields 25 cents per day. How many days would it take for you to break even on that expense? Over 7,000.
It's over 9,000.
No, that's the thing. The 4080 is over 9,000. See, that's over 12,000. And yeah, it's not a really good value proposition right now. So you shouldn't buy GPUs just for the purpose of mining on them, I think, is kind of the takeaway. But here's the thing. Mine Your Biz said that when all of the other miners on YouTube were trying to sell you on the idea that you should keep mining other coins that they thought were special. I'm going to keep the receipts on that. I just am for a really long time. Mine Your Biz community, go ahead and you can snip this. You can put it on Reddit. You can put it on Twitter. Do whatever you want. I told everybody to their faces on a live stream with every major crypto mining YouTube channel that I was no longer going to mine for this season. And they all were trying to convince you that they were going to mine ETHW and Caspa and whatever else. I just told them straight up, wasn't going to do it because it wasn't profitable enough at that time. So, well, I mean, we eventually got there, right? Now you got people basically giving up on crypto content. Sucks to suck, I guess. I'm kidding. You guys don't suck. You know I love your face. All the other crypto YouTube channels in particular.
He didn't actually steal that.
What? I didn't.
Yeah, he didn't steal that phrase. He's been using it for years. But I wouldn't know. I just heard it from his family.
No, here's the thing, man. I didn't actually steal that phrase. Sucks to suck. I think I've been saying that for longer than you have.
I'm talking about I love your face.
Yeah. Hey, Paul D's Nuts says GPUs are free if you get them from people leaving Best Buy. The more you know. Here's the thing. I can't unhear it, Paul. I can't. It's pretty much stuck. Stuck in D's nuts. All right. So it says they're free if you get them from people leaving Best Buy. I think that's really good advice. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and roll the disclaimer so that you know it's Paul's advice, not mine. Because, I mean, it's too good not to give attribution. Like
Pay
Paul
attention
says,
to the flashing red screen.
Yeah, right. Hypnotoad. Yeah, Hypnotoad has spoken. So Barry Merritt says all GPUs are in their original boxes. All my GPUs are in their original boxes. Makes sense. You kind of have to at a certain point. Sean C. from New World Crypto says, hey, Happy New Year, Mind Your Biz. Hey, thank you so much, Sean C.
Happy New Year. 2023. Here we come.
Right? Happy 2023. Here we are. We made it. We made it.
I think
so much effort.
I think your calendar's ahead. I'm definitely not behind. I'm a genius. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, you heard it from Crypto Ex0Phantom. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve.
You're all wrong.
Set your clocks correctly, and all will be well in crypto. But it looks like we've only got a couple of GPUs that are actually profitable to mine on. And hey, Ex0Phantom, take a look at this. See all this stuff right here? Everything else, you would, if you were mining on it, you'd be paying that amount because it's negative profit. You'd be paying that amount. So 2 cents per day. You'd be paying that much just to mine these coins. It's kind of amazing that people are making that choice. That said, there aren't that many GPUs where you're paying a lot daily. So even your older, like your Polaris edition cards, you're paying like 10 to 15 cents per day. It's not the worst thing in the world, all things considered. I mean, they're not even putting a price here, but can you put a price on sucking? No.
Yeah, it just sucks to suck.
Exactly. It always sucks to suck. Apologies. Hey, want to look at some news?
Yeah, let's do
All right.
that.
Tell us this headline.
I will do that because I can totally read. CryptoSat launches second satellite with 30 times faster computation. CryptoSat's second satellite features 30 times more computational power than the first satellite the company launched in May last year by Germination.
There you go. And here's the thing. What matters is that this is a little crypto satellite, and it's not cryptocurrency. It's crypto as in cryptography. It's a satellite that does local computing, but out in space. And it was
The final frontier.
It is the final frontier. Yeah. Here's the thing. You have to hear. Try it again.
The final frontier.
You guys hear that? All right. Cool. I want to make sure that Ex0Phantom's voice doesn't totally disappear there. Hey, Paul These Nuts says, people building huge GPU farms like a week before the ETH merge made me cringe. I was expecting like a 90% drop. Wasn't far off. Right? Here's the thing. Hey, who on YouTube was agreeing with that sentiment? Who on YouTube was also saying that? We need more hands, more fingers. This guy right there. Yeah. So just saying. Keeping the receipts. Unapologetically. No shame. Don't care. I love the people in the space, but mistakes were made. So, yeah. But right here, Crypto 2 boasts 30 times more computational power. This is a big deal because it's meant to put these computers in a place where they can't be easily hacked. I don't know if that matters as soon as there's a data connection to them, right? As soon as they start to connect to the World Wide Web, if they connect to the World Wide Web, or if they're using some kind of virtual private network or some kind of a tunnel to go on the internet to talk to other devices.
You might as well just like bury it in the ground.
Yeah, or you might as well put it under the ocean where it's cold, right? And in fact, Microsoft did that some years ago, right? Like if you want to decrease interference, you put it in a big container, you put it in the bottom of the ocean. But here's the funny thing. It's almost as much expense to go either way. Bring it to the bottom of the ocean or launch it into space. Because they didn't have to put it on a Tesla rocket or on a SpaceX rocket, right? They could use a much cheaper rocket to put kind of a smaller compute device out in space. Weird, right?
Very strange.
Yeah. Plus, yeah, I mean,
odd.
There's a number of ways you can do it. Can still handle that, and a number
unusual.
Of ways. But yeah, edge computing, right? Edge computing you can do anywhere. But let's move on to some other news that I think is probably going to be more interesting to you. What's our headline here?
The headline is Twitch streamer and NFT founder DNP3 admits to gambling away investment funds.
Wait, is that good or bad?
I mean, it is a Twitch streamer, so in my mind, all is forgiven.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Anyway,
there you have it.
Most people would probably say it's bad, though.
This is
most idiots.
This is the moral judgment of the next generation that will be caring for you and me when we are old and infirm and in hospital beds. All right, carry on.
His projects, including the Goobers NFT and the charity-focused cryptocurrency KlueCoin, were down following the announcement by Rosie Perper. Updated January 3rd, 2023 at 11:51 p.m.
There you go. So the Goobers NFT, metaverse platform Gridcraft, and the charity-focused cryptocurrency KlueCoin admitted to gambling investor funds on Tuesday, or the founder. This is just sad. This is so sad. That
charity focused.
I know, right? Well, that's actually kind of the first indication that something's wrong. Generally speaking, if you got to say, well, it's a charity. Oh, it's for the kids. It's for the homeless. It's for the veterans. Usually, I apologize for saying it this way, but sometimes it's just so painfully obvious that when you're pushing that hard to make it seem like it's about a cause, there's an unseen, little grift going on there. Unfortunately. You know the word grift?
Yeah.
Yeah? Use it in a sentence.
I will. I can't think of a good sentence.
Write it on the board 5 times. It looks like you need to drill that one. Okay, so...
No, I know what grip.
Got him. Okay, come back.
When you're old and in the hospital bed, I'm going to unplug your IV.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to put you out of your misery
I can't
after putting you in a lot of misery. I will eviscerate you.
I can't say I didn't see this coming. Based on the direction.
I know what grift means.
Yep. Use it in one sentence.
I will.
Just one.
Just give me 5 seconds.
Just one.
Literally 5 seconds.
Just one. Only one. I don't. You know. I didn't say you have to use it in 5 sentences.
Some random guy on the street, grifted me.
That's a little generic.
You're generic.
That's actually true also. Dad jokes do that to you. But here's the thing. Twitch streamer, I think that when it comes to talking too heavily about it being oriented towards charity, it becomes obvious that it might be a grift. It might be that they're trying to, like, you know, just get as much free stuff as they can.
Grift.
Without
Hustle.
providing value.
Scam.
Yay! There you go.
Grift, hustle, scam.
Grift, hustle, scam. Boom.
Many different ways to say the same thing.
Say it again. We'll do a trap remix.
Grift, hustle, scam.
Nice. Okay, we're going to clip that later on.
Noise.
Do a trap house remix of the grift hustle scam. Thank you, Ex0Phantom, for that. Appreciate it. But yeah, we got a couple of things. By the way, it is not financial advice that you should engage in grift hustles or scams.
But they do pay.
They do pay a lot. They pay so much, obviously. Otherwise, these Twitch streamers wouldn't keep going back to them, right? Clearly, that's the problem. And that's the reason that, like, here at Mind Your Biz, when you saw me fork a crypto note with Rocksteady years ago, rest in peace, I couldn't keep doing it, right? Even though it was a proof of work project that, who knows, maybe it would have carried us through today. Maybe it would have been profitable to mine on GPUs today when everything else stopped being profitable to mine. I still couldn't do it because it felt like too much of a
scam, hustle, grift.
There it is. It just felt wrong. It just felt so wrong. So I couldn't do it. So got Balaclava Ex0Phantom coming back through. He's here to rein y'all in. Dude.
Subscribe.
Your chest's getting pretty swole, BT dubs. What you been doing?
That's none of your business.
Just saying.
Stop talking to me.
Just saying. I think my Ex0Phantom works harder than your Ex0Phantom.
How dare you?
Hey, Ex0Phantoms are great. I think everybody should have one.
Yes. Try the Model 3. I personally enjoy the Model 5 because I am one. But the Model 3, many people say it's a classic.
Yeah. Well, moving on. Here we are. Now, next news.
U.S. federal agencies released joint statement on crypto asset risks and safe practices. The U.S. Federal Reserve, FDIC, and OCC have described the risks they see in the crypto asset market and described their efforts to counter them in a new joint statement.
All right, there you go. The Fed.
By Derek Anderson.
Yeah. Thank you for giving attribution there. Derek worked really hard on this
article.
article.
January 3rd, 2023, 10:16 p.m.
Yeah.
All of the clocks are wrong.
Pretty much.
Everybody thinks it's 2023. Well, as previously said, the Mind Your Biz community is the smartest community in crypto, and they know it's still 2022.
Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And if we have to punch through the ice wall or go and prove that the Earth is flat to prove this to you, we'll do it. All right, so moving on.
It's not flat. It's an obelisk.
We'll get to that. The Fed, the FDIC, and the OCC. First off, the Fed, they're the guys that print all our money. The FDIC, they're the ones that pretend to have more of our money to back it up when more of the imaginary money is gone from banks who pretend to have more than they actually do. And then the OCC, what is it they do? Who cares? Because the other two are actually frauds. Just saying. This is a proven fact.
OCC does something.
Well, let's find out. Looks like it's the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency.
Comptroller.
Oh, wow. Isn't that a great name? Great word. Comptroller. I am the comptroller. It's
Campy troller.
It's like you're compensated for trolling. You're the comptroller.
No, it's a campy troll.
Okay, campy troll.
Campy troller.
So the campy troller is the one who pretends to actually go and audit the FDIC when they go and give backup to the banks that don't have enough of the funny money that the Federal Reserve goes and prints. Trillions upon trillions upon trillions upon trillions of dollars every year. Did you know, Ex0Phantom, that more than half of the US dollars that exist today were printed in the last few years?
Yes, because I am the most intelligent being on the planet.
Thumbs up for Ex0Phantom knowing this, because he's a crypto expert. How long have you been a crypto expert now? We've been streaming for about 30 minutes.
I've been a crypto expert for 30 minutes.
There you go. All right. That's all it takes. 30 minutes on the Mind Your Biz live stream, and you too can be an expert. Gandalf Grey. Who's down with OCC? Yeah. FED. Nice. We gotta turn that into a Trap House remix too.
Who's down with OCC? FED.
Yes. You don't even know the original song, do you? Oh, this could be a meme. You know what? He could totally know it from the meme quality. You might. You know, nothing surprises me anymore. Here's the thing.
Of course I do, because I am a very smart person who is smart.
Yep. Jumping back in the chat, we got the Deadwood saying, "Good job, little guy." He's talking about your chest being swole. Found it. Careful. Oh, he broke all my bones. Every last one. He sights on my... one man punched me. My other hand broke. He hit me so hard. So... Moving all the way through here, though, they say the agencies noted that banking organizations are neither prohibited nor discouraged from providing banking services to customers of any specific class or type as permitted by law or regulation, but took aim squarely at the sector with stark warning. Based on the agency's current understanding and experience to date, they believe that issuing or holding as principal crypto assets that are issued, stored, or transferred on an open, public, or decentralized network, or similar, is highly likely to be inconsistent with safe and sound banking practices. Well, what is consistent with safe and sound banking practices? Printing imaginary money, trillions of dollars of imaginary money, raising interest rates, or rather, raising inflation to the point that we can't keep up with it with regular wages, and then telling people that they shouldn't raise wages? Telling companies that they shouldn't raise wages to match inflation? Is that responsible banking? Is that responsible financial policy? So I'm a little fiery. Ex0Phantom. I mean, be my North Star here. What's going on?
Well, to put it, to make it easier for the viewers at home watching this to understand, inflation means, so surely you know what ratios are. Possibly, maybe.
Explain like they're 5.
No. So basically, imagine the money you have versus the money total as a ratio. If the amount of money you have doesn't change, but the amount of money total changes, the amount of money you have becomes smaller and less significant. Or rather, less valuable in this case.
You got it. Yeah. So and here's the funny thing. There's a word for that, and we've talked about it here on the Mind Your Biz channel. That's inflation through a very specific mechanism. Debasement. Yeah. So your currency is debased because the total amount got bigger. And it's a way to create inflation. It's a way to cause an inflationary effect, right? So, but we call it debasement. Our currency in the United States is both debased and inflated. Makes it sound like, it sounds so dirty. You debased and inflated dollar. Get out of here. Nobody wants you anymore. So, yeah, this headline just made me chuckle because they're issuing a warning to banks about cryptocurrency. Get out of here. What I am going to say, without issuing any kind of specific advice, is that for me, I view this and our portfolios as an opportunity, like the biggest advertisement for us to get more crypto. What do you think, Ex0Phantom?
Well, I think that you're completely right.
I love this guy. I'm going to bring him everywhere. Appreciate you. All right. So, yeah, I don't much agree with this. But moving on. Next news. Who are we talking about? Guy named who?
Subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe. That's his name. His name is Anthony Pompliano. If you don't know him, it means you're not involved in cryptocurrency.
What? I didn't say that was his name. I said I was telling the viewers to subscribe.
Well, there you go. You heard the guy. You heard the man.
If we can match his subscribe ratio and his like ratio on this video, then we're officially the smartest channel on YouTube.
You got it. Hey, you know what? Barry Merritt brings up a really great way of looking at inflation also. He calls it a stealth tax increase. Weird, right? Because these are quasi-government institutions, the Fed and the FDIC. The Fed is not actually or the Federal Reserve. It's not actually a government institution. It's a private institution, but they work with the government to make their decisions. Kind of weird, right? And so if they decide to debase the currency, which causes inflation, so essentially the decrease in your buying power, that's almost like you're being taxed, right?
Almost.
Yeah, in a way. These are all different ways of looking at the same thing, which, again, if you wanted to boil it down to a moral, black or white,
Make you big sad when think about money.
Make you big sad when thinking about money, and also bad. Is bad make you big sad. That's great. You big sad? You big mad?
Yes.
I'm big mad about inflation, for sure, and debasement. So thank you for that. Appreciate those interpretations. Enzo Mining says, I've been really busy, haven't been able to watch live shows on the regular. I'm glad I was able to jump in today. Appreciate that so much. I'm getting the sense, Ex0Phantom, we might actually be doing our live streams a little less frequently. I apologize for that.
Hopefully I appear more frequently. Just by being in my presence, your IQ increases by 90,000.
These are facts, right? Big facts. Big facts to make you big mad. So you can't argue with them. Can't argue with your logic.
Big facts to make your brain big and to make you big sad.
Big facts to make your brain swell. Brain swelling. Brain swellings with Ex0Phantom.
It sounds like a surgery. That's because it is.
Yeah. You need to watch the live stream,
Call
too.
1-800-590 to get your brain swelling today.
Oh, my gosh. You have to watch the live stream to decrease the pressure on your cranium.
You do.
It's the only way to do it, right? And then you have to make comments making fun of Paul D, calling him Paul D's nuts.
Yes, you have to say at Paul D's nuts. And if he doesn't respond, then he's a bot. And you have to kill him. You have to find him.
It's true. Attack bots mercilessly. It's the only way. So Paul D says, Anthony Pompliano has the best FTX, BlockFi, and Celsius referral links. Yes, he does. He's got like all of them. Gundy7 thinks says, so my IQ is 90,001 today. There you go.
Exactly. By being in my presence. That's the effect I have.
He's got them brain swellings going on, what is it? He's got them brain swellings on fleek. We don't even say that anymore. Jeez. This kid didn't even know what that means.
I'm not a kid.
This person doesn't even know what that means. We skipped
I'm not a person.
Are you a bot too? Jeez. How many bots are here?
I'm not a bot.
Okay, so Okay, Ex0Phantom. You got to explain to him why we have this thumbnail here. Why do we have this thumbnail? Does this man ever blink?
Yeah.
Almost never. I needed to catch Anthony Pompliano blinking because it's a proven fact that he never blinks. He might be
a bot?
A Fed asset bot.
Where does he live?
I said it. Where does he live?
Yeah, I'm just going to go eviscerate him really quick.
Right here. He lives on YouTube.
Ah. Great.
Yeah, he lives on YouTube, obviously. But apparently, he's changing his content right now. He's no longer doing any kind of promotions. He's no longer taking any kind of payment, taking advertisers at all. Because, I mean, it's like was already said before, Wisdom Bars is dropping some wisdom hard. Pomp was definitely feeling the heat from BlockFi going down, but he's a great salesman. Yeah, yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
He never blinks.
Yes.
Wait.
He
Provably
is.
false. We found one time him blink. Okay, I've got to retract my statement.
He's blinked once in his life. That's a crime.
Yeah.
We have to find him and arrest him after we eviscerate him.
We're kind of already doing that here live. That's the thing. We're already bringing the receipts to you. We're bringing the facts to you right now that he actually has blinked at least once in his life. So I can no longer call him a Fed asset, any kind of like a government plant, because we now have proof that he has blinked. Sorry. I mean, there you have it. I was going to issue a written apology, but sorry, Pomp. I've got to take it back. You're not a Fed asset. You're not a plant.
Don't worry. I have one right here. Here's like a little script you can use.
Thank you. I'll keep that later. I'll send it later. But check Twitter for that. But he says it's time for a change. He's no longer taking any kind of sponsorships or whatever else. What I'm going to say is that for Mind Your Biz, we've done sponsored reviews, and I've just made it very clear. They've paid for my time in taking a look at their channels because I have a day job, and I haven't quit my day job even during the bull run. I didn't quit. I didn't quit to become a full-time influencer, and I still haven't quit.
Because influencers kind of suck.
Oh my gosh! How dare you?
But you're not an influencer. You're an educator.
There it is. There it is. Primary difference. Appreciate you. Again, let's move on to our next news. What do we got?
U.S. regulators issue post-FTX collapse crypto warning to banks. I can barely read that because there's a mic in the way.
I know there's a mic in the way, but okay. So 3 main U.S. banking regulators renewed their warnings to banks about putting too much leverage into crypto-related businesses. Again, the irony here, the hubris of the FDIC, the Fed, and the OCC issuing this warning because all they do is rehypothecate the core holdings. Did you know that that FDIC insured banks can hold it? I believe it's as little as 10%. Somebody fact check me here. I think it's as little as exactly 10% of the amount of money that they say they're holding for their customers. They can hold that little in reserve, just in case people need some of their cash. That's all they have to hold. 10% of the amount of money that they say they're going to have. Did you know that?
Yes, because I'm a genius.
I knew you were a genius, and I knew you knew that, but I asked to make sure the audience knew. So, yeah, it's pretty much crazy.
900 billion IQ right here.
900 billion IQ, and by osmosis, just by listening in, I think that...
Your IQ heightens permanently if you listen to me speak for long enough. So make sure to keep watching these streams. Again, and again, and again.
They will. They'll keep them back for more.
Until the day you die.
Paul These Nuts brings some facts. He says, I really hope there's a sad piano playing in the background of that video. And he says, are you a Fed asset? Blink once. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. All right. Gandalf Gray says, mind your biz. Everyone needs to stay vigilant out there. I got an email from Exodus scammers trying to steal my crypto. Then 2 days later, I got one from MetaMask and then Trust Wallet saying I need to KYC now. Here's the funny thing. There has been there was a data leak from Trezor lately back in April of last year. And then years ago, there was a data leak of customer info from Ledger, the 2 most popular hardware wallet makers. So the attackers got away with people's email addresses. What does that mean? It means that they know some things about you. It doesn't matter if they have your home address. It doesn't matter even if they have your name. What does matter is that they have your email address and they know that you have a crypto wallet, which means you're likely to hold crypto. With those 2 pieces of information, Ex0Phantom, what could they do? Your email address and then knowing that you have a crypto wallet.
They could go all Heeker mode on you and get all your monies.
Heeker mode and get your monies. Yep. I think that's the problem that Gandalf Gray's having right now. Is that he's getting emails from these heekers, and they're trying to steal his monies from his wallets, trying to get him to do things.
Wheelits.
Wheelits. Don't let them take your crypto monies from the wheelits.
By the way,
Barry Merritt also says the LastPass leak is very bad as well. This was another vulnerability. A password manager called LastPass had a breach. I don't know that it's confirmed that anybody has actually had their personal info hacked yet. I do know that encrypted most people's passwords and their user accounts have been leaked, but I don't know that they've been decrypted yet. We have yet to see. Also, that's almost 2 months old. LastPass did tell people about it immediately, but it didn't become a major news item until a couple of days ago. Weird.
Well, on this note, everybody in the comments section, just email me your email. Here's my email. 010 at 001101 100001 1001 110
Well, what's the domain? What's the top level domain?
0101 11110.
Is that did you get the .com?
Yeah.
Oh, you got the .com.
I was about to add that.
Cool. All right. Well, hey, careful. When you say stuff like that, Paul D's Nuts actually takes it seriously.
Paul D's Nuts I don't know what he can do.
Think of the audience, Ex0Phantom. Your brilliant hacker skills, your brilliant heeker skills could get somebody very wrecked. Shame on you.
That's why I use my heeker skills to help others in need and not to steal their money because I did not create a living out of scamming people and stealing their money.
Well, thank you. Let's do a end-of-year review of all things that affected cryptos. Also, Stereo 2 says the last number 0 or a 1. You can repeat it if you have to.
Oh, the last number is 1.
There you go. You got it straight from the Ex0Phantom's mouth. Crypto adoption in 2022. What events moved the industry forward? That's the primary question here. There's a bunch of stuff that is the answer. Sorry.
While the bear market reared its ugly head, many in the industry worked hard to forward crypto adoption.
We talked
by
about that.
Shiraz Jagati.
It's a pretty cool name, right?
Yeah. It sounds like Shanky.
Yeah, it sounds almost like it sounds like some kind of
It sounds like the name of Shank the Immortal.
It sounds like the name of some kind of a precious stone, doesn't it? Like the Shiraz Jagati diamond?
Yeah.
Or the Shiraz Jagati emerald.
Ruby. The Shiraz Jagati ruby.
There you have it.
Shiraz Jagati just reminds me of the color red. Shiraz Jagati ruby.
Yeah.
And it's huge. It's like the size of my chest, which, by the way, is massive.
By the way, it's huge. It's the best chest ever. So,
yes, it is.
All right. So
make sure to follow for more. Like, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you can see my chest. My huge chest.
Click the buttons. Yeah, they're like, I don't know how I should feel about that. I don't know if I want to see your chest, Ex0Phantom.
But it's a magnificent chest.
That's
you
also
should
true.
see it.
It's also true. Magnificent and forged in the fires of 1,001 push-ups every day. So almost. We're getting there. Give or take.
Every year.
Give or take a 0 or a 1. We're getting there. All right. So moving on to this right here. Let's talk about some of these events that got us to where we are with crypto adoption right now. We've got a big one right here. I'm going to highlight as we go. What are they saying is contributed?
Polygon accrues technical problems.
Oh no. Polygon accrues 200 million addresses despite challenging 2020. Now you got me like not reading. I'm like, I can't read because all I can think is 0 and 1. So I can't read 2s anymore. Basically, he erased them from my memory.
Exactly. That's what was happening with me. I need to stop giving out my email address because it just makes it hard to read stupid human writing.
You guys
are very bad at writing.
A buffer overflow attack through the microphone to all of our brains. How does he do it? So, yeah, he managed it. Paul D's Nuts says, after you've been in crypto for an hour or two, you're mostly dead inside. That's also true. Unfortunately, we can't let you stream for longer than an hour. These are important things to be aware of. There are risks.
Don't worry, I'm abiotic.
And there's still a health warning, right? You can be abiotic, but they can still inject filth into your brain pan. So
I don't have a brain pan.
Oh, that's good. As long as it's a CPU.
I have a computing chip.
There you go. As long as it's a CPU somewhere that that isn't as hollow as a human brain pan, then
this is one of my avatars.
Good. All right. So Avatar, let's focus up. Let's focus up here.
I prefer to be called Ex0Phantom.
Ex0Phantom avatar number.
That's crypto Ex0Phantom to you.
Oh my gosh. This guy. He also asked me for a bowl of green M&Ms before we started, and I'm like, why does an avatar need these? I thought you were abiotic, and he's like, you know what? Just do it, or I'm out. And he got
I want
me.
blue M&Ms after this.
I didn't want to call his bluff, so here we are. All right. Back to the unique address chart. Apparently, it's been steadily growing throughout all of 2022. You see it right there, onward and upward. It just keeps moving, right? So people think that that's pretty bullish. Yeah, right? It's supposed to be a good thing.
And up and up and up and up and up to a deadly height that, if it were to fall to 0, would be catastrophic.
Well, Crypto Ex0Phantom, let me ask your professional opinion. Based on what you see here, this chart, is this actually a sign of crypto adoption, or could this have been manipulated by robots?
I'm sorry, I am unfamiliar with that word. Could you repeat it?
Robots. Could have been manipulated by robots.
Perhaps try a different phrase? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that phrase.
ChatGPT, give me strength. All right.
Could you ask that question again?
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can do it. The Deadwood is coming through with some push-up science for us. The Deadwood says, I'm doing 80 counts, was sick a week, so feel weak trying to hit my 400 a day, but I'll push out 80 now for the little guy. Enzo Mining says, robots. And Automatic Beat says, ha, 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 ha.
I'm sorry, I'm unfamiliar with the phrase robots.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to pretend like maybe this could go either way, right? So this could have been done organically. This could have been done by humans or humanoids, maybe.
I'm a humanoid.
There you go.
I would know how to do this.
Yeah, right. And
I can kind of see the handiwork, the makings of some robot handiwork, as the kids say nowadays.
Yeah, right. There you go. Makings of handiwork. So this is going up. People say that it's bullish. I think, though, it's possible that it could have been manipulated. Maybe.
It's too good to be true, honestly. Look at that curve.
Right? Hey, there you go.
And I haven't been really seeing much interest, at least in my peers.
Yeah, right. Here's the thing. You would have to see that, right? For millions of new addresses to be made and people to be using them, it would have to start making it to the streets. Your peers would actually have to care, I think. So I think you're right on there. But they say it's been a sign of adoption. Maybe, maybe not. That said, did you know that Polygon is also the chain that Nike and Adidas and Starbucks and Disney all said they would build on? Said they build NFTs?
Really?
Oh my gosh.
What?
I swear, how long ago did you first watch Ace Ventura?
I'm sorry.
No, he's worried because there'll be evidence. This is admissible. This is court admissible.
I am unfamiliar with that phrase.
Right.
Can you repeat the phrase, Ace Ventura?
No, I think the phrase was really. Anyway, moving on here. But apparently, yeah, major brands are continuing to enter the Web3 arena, right? A lot of these that I mentioned, Reebok, Nike, Adidas, Rolex, popular watchmaker, right? They make the fancy gold watches.
They make the fancy gold watches that totally don't spy on you. Buy Rolex.
Yeah, they don't spy on you. They're analog.
Yeah. Of course. They don't track your location at all. There's no way they could possibly ever fit any tracking devices on it.
I mean, they could. That's not how they're designed.
That means that they're definitely tracking you. If there's any possibility whatsoever they're tracking you, it means they are. Because it's in their best interest.
I can't disagree. Yeah, I can't disagree. It is true that if it's possible, it actually is likely. Yeah. Paul D. Nut says, should I move my meager ETH holdings to mainnet to escape Disney Polygon? I am a little bit concerned about Polygon. Yeah, to be honest.
I would agree with him. His minuscule IQ, though it has increased by 90,000, is still quite intelligent.
There you go. Yeah.
Because that's what an IQ is, intelligent.
Well, here's the thing. I also just use simple heuristics. I'm kind of like that. That program, that psych program, computer program from the 1960s. I think it was called. It's called Lisa. Is that the name of the program? Just used Rogerian psychology, where you would type a question to it, and it would pretty much rephrase your question and say it back to you. It's from the 1960s. I think I already mentioned that like twice. But the
1960s were a terrible time. Don't ask me how I know.
That's not true.
I was there.
Okay, well, there you go.
Trust me.
Still, just saying, like...
You weren't even born yet, insolent human.
How do you know?
Because I know for a fact, from taking a sample of your DNA, that you're precisely 40.0 years old.
That's not true. 40. Hey, by the way...
43.0 years old.
Learn VFX is in the chat saying Ex0Phantom is killing it. Yeah. And Paul Diesnut says Ace Ventura is my favorite talking butt movie from 1992 because he's actually got several favorite talking butt movies or several top picks for talking butt movies, but clearly Ace Ventura is very top. It's top butt.
It's my favorite movie.
Yeah, it's top talking butt. TTB. All right. But moving back into our news for how things went. Yeah. Major brands, I am viewing this as kind of a counter indicator. Personally, I'm viewing it as a counter indicator for Polygon, like you were saying before. It has me a little bit concerned because Disney, let's be very, very clear. Disney is not going to give up the intellectual property to anything that they own if they can avoid it. And they will They will beg, borrow, steal. They will get legislation passed. They will buy off members of Congress and the Senate. They will do whatever it takes to hold on to their intellectual property because that stuff is gold to them. That's all they deal in is intellectual property, right? And buying new intellectual property. So how are they going to put their intellectual property on a permissionless chain?
They're not. They're going to not do that.
The game theory doesn't work out, right? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's in their best interests to not do that.
Yeah, doesn't make any sense at all for Disney. Just doesn't fit their MO, right? So anyway, I think it's a little bit concerning. So I'm glad you asked that. Adidas also released theirs on Polygon. And then BMW, they are looking at doing something along the lines of virtual machines or virtual vehicles. It's all a little bit strange, I think. I don't think there's anything wrong with having physical assets that are traded on chain, but...
Me personally, I would trust a machine with my life every single time. Though some humans, some stupid humans, would not.
I would trust a switchblade with my life. It's technically a machine. Very simple, though.
Yes, I would trust a switchblade with my knife too. And if we can augment it and make it highly intelligent, then it's even better.
There you go.
It will never malfunction and stab you
Let's take a look at this
by
other...
just activating in your pocket.
Oh my gosh. That makes me cringe. That makes me hurt. I feel like I've been damaged personally in a very private spot just by thinking about that. Having a switchblade self-activate in my pocket and go the wrong direction. Seems wrong.
But that will never happen.
Yeah, right.
Remember, folks, trust all machines.
So we got another bit of news in this article about the total volume of staked ether growing. And I think this is supposed to seem bullish, but at the same time, during the merge, a lot of the staked ether that was staked in preparation for the merge was forced to remain staked. So it's kind of a little roach motel, right? They check in, but they don't check out. They stake in, but they don't stake out. Not a very good look, I think. I don't think it's a useful metric either. And then Meta integrates support for NFTs. Again, if Disney being involved in NFTs was not bullish, Meta, the Facebook corporation being involved in NFTs, is ultra not bullish. It's bad.
It's real bad.
Yeah, let me ask you, Ex0Phantom. Does anybody your age take Facebook seriously?
No. No.
Yeah, okay.
Everybody my age does not take Facebook too seriously.
Yeah, I think that's
But
wise.
they take Twitter less seriously, even.
What? I feel personally attacked right now.
Exactly. That's what children try to do.
You know, I know where you sleep, right? I know where you recharge at night.
I don't need to sleep, but I know where you sleep.
I know where you recharge. I'm going to unplug that battery.
I have 9 years of battery life.
All right.
I've only gone through 3.
We'll see. All right. So Meta integrates support. Starbucks apparently has a blockchain-based loyalty program also on Polygon. And then VCs continue to pour money into the Web3 ecosystem. But what does that mean? Animoca Brands, very closely aligned with Polygon. Sandbox, very closely aligned with Polygon. Basically, and this is basically the Polygon show, essentially. This has become the Polygon show. You're welcome. I rebranded last minute.
The Polygon show.
Yeah.
Tuesdays at 8.
Yeah, I rebranded last minute there based on what we're reading right now. But last but not least, JP Morgan is apparently partnering with Ripple, which is insane to me.
Tuesdays at 7:12 p.m.
In the year 2022.
Yeah.
Don't let them forget. So, and then Reddit users mint 5 million plus NFT avatars. That's, I guess, good, but even Reddit isn't Reddit anymore.
It's really not.
Yeah, no.
I used to read a bunch of interesting stories there, but now, something happened.
Yeah. Tiffany, right? Also, the luxury jeweler, they are also involved, which is interesting.
Tiffany as in, Tiffany the jeweler?
Yep, the jeweler.
Wow. So basically, what you're saying to me is if I had a Bitcoin, just a singular Bitcoin, and I really wanted to buy my fiance or my to-be fiance a ring, I could walk up to a local Tiffany's and use my Bitcoin to buy my to-be fiance a ring.
So I don't know. I don't know if that's definitely the case. It looks like they're doing a limited edition NFT collection called NFTIF, and that those were all valued at 30 ether, right? So about at the time, about $36,000.
$36,000. Holla.
Right. So one Bitcoin wouldn't have gotten there, unfortunately. You would have had to convert it too. So I don't know. I don't know exactly where they're going with it. I think they were just testing the market to see if people would want it, which, I mean, you can't blame them, right?
No.
Yeah.
No one wants that. Get out of the cryptosphere, Tiffany. Nobody likes you.
You heard it here first. So positive legislation continued to gain traction. Brazil, apparently, we talked about it here on Mind Your Biz. We talked about how they were going to regulate the use of digital currencies for payment. And I think that was smart on their part in encouraging people to use cryptos in Brazil. I mean, the Brazilian real, their own currency, kind of took a hit recently, even though there was a time when they were fully debt-free and fully independent. They produced their own fuel, they produced their own sugar, they produced their own food of all types. They had no problems at all whatsoever financially. And then things kind of took a turn for the worse anyway. So them trying to promote the use of cryptocurrencies hopefully gets them back on track. But, I mean, who knows? Maybe they've got government spending problems that are far beyond the use of crypto. Not sure.
Perhaps. But not much is beyond the use of crypto.
Yeah, it's true. On that note, so Morocco's central bank, Bank Al-Maghrib. Bank Al-Maghrib.
Bank Army Grub.
Army Grub?
Army Grub.
There you go.
You heard me.
Bank Army Grub announced that its country's key
Bam.
regulatory agency. Hold on.
Bam.
There it is. Hold on again.
Bam.
Done. But Bank Army Grub announced that its country's key regulatory agencies would soon finalize a comprehensive crypto governance framework. Their agencies included the Moroccan Capital Markets Authority and the Supervisory Authority of Insurance and Social Welfare. So, I mean, they're trying to get crypto going there in Morocco. Would you move to Morocco just because they accept crypto?
Yeah.
Well, that makes one of us. So,
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. There's something about this. I think the part about moving to Morocco that is wrong with me is the moving to Morocco part. Call me crazy. Oh my gosh, he's trying to make me comfortable with the idea of moving to Morocco by wearing a balaclava. At least he's not carrying a dagger behind me, because that would, yeah.
Subscribe.
there you go. Are you not entertained? Crypto adoption apparently soars across the MENA region, right? So Middle East and North Africa. Again, this is supposed to be very bullish, but I'm not going to move to the Middle East or North Africa. Not today, anyway.
Business idea.
Yeah?
Jigsaw puzzle where every piece is an NFT.
It's just so crazy it might work.
It's not crazy at all. It's intelligent.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. I think that's a good idea. Maybe we put it on a t-shirt, too. Maybe each one is a t-shirt, and you have to collect them all, like Pokemon.
Yeah, an NFT for which you can buy a separate t-shirt with the NFT. And there could be like 30 different NFTs that fit together in a jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah. Oh, Paul D. Nuts has some phenomenal wisdom for us as far as the Arabic translation, and I'm pretty sure that this is 100% factual. He says, Army Grub means the Maghreb in Arabic.
The Maghreb.
The Maghreb.
Ah,
There you go.
exactly.
Cassius Cuvée says, I'm in this thing, and he's tilting the champagne glasses. I think, all right. We have met Cassius, have we not?
We have met him.
All right. He's like, I got nothing. That's all there is. Crypto Mikkel is in the chat also saying, FA mining fam. You know what FA stands for?
Of course I do. I'm very intelligent, but tell the viewers.
All right, I'll tell the viewers. It stands for freaking awesome.
It's time for a quick
Maybe it doesn't stand for awesome. It stands for a bad word. All right, so
We need to take a quick break for some ASMR.
I was actually rather. Don't make chewing sounds. I will punch you in the face myself. Oh, 0 to full Homer Simpson in like 2 seconds. All right, so reaches off screen and chokes someone. Nobody in particular. Don't worry about it.
There are no other people in this room other than you.
They can't prove anything. You can't prove anything. You don't know who else is in this room.
There is no one else in this room.
They don't know that. All right, so
You're the only human being in this room.
Yeah, there you go. So it's not a crime for me to choke any other humanoid. All right, moving on.
Not at all.
Moving
It's a
on.
legal gray area.
That's that. You know, there you go. He's also.
I'm not technically sentient.
And based on current legislation here in the United States, you're right. There's no law against choking a humanoid bot or an abiotic humanoid, even if it is sentient. Keep America great. Allow people to choke their non-sentient, humanoid, abiotic bots or beings. But moving on. Not
Bot
only is
lives
Mina,
matter.
Bot lives matter. No. It's too soon. It's literally too soon.
Okay, yeah. Too soon.
All right. So, but MENA, it's growing there. Asia, it's growing, and also in Latin America. So apparently the signal's getting out. Did you know that, Ex0Phantom? More people are adopting crypto in more places.
Of course I knew that. Insolent human.
Yeah, all right. Insolent. Now he's just trying to goad me. Paul Nuts says, in Philly, we attack robots regularly, but never on live streams. I haven't been in Philly for like 7 years. 8 years? I haven't been to Philly in forever. Ironically, was it in Philly that I had Shake Shack the first time? I think it was in Philly that I had Shake Shack the first time, which is a crime.
I am sorry. I am unfamiliar with that word. Will you please state the word Philly again?
I think it can be typed this time. It'll be easier for you to parse the syntax. But moving on,
It is
Latin
spelled
America.
F-I-L-I-E. Correct or incorrect? Answer me.
Oh, you lovable rogue, Ex0Phantom, you. But I'm gonna pause analysis. Pause, zoom, enhance on screen. So Vietnam apparently also has the world's highest adoption rate. Apparently, whether you know this or not, we might be visiting Vietnam for their blockchain week this year because of how good things are going there. So
Are you referring to you and your wife?
me and my significant other, yes, my humanoid female.
You and your wife who have no human offspring?
Yes, that one. Apparently. So this all looks pretty good. This all looks pretty good.
It looks spectacular.
So yeah, looks like adoption maybe is up. Tell me in the chat if you think that adoption is actually up or if this stuff is it's a fluff piece. Do you think it's a fluff piece? And Ex0Phantom, what do you think? Is this kind of a fluff piece? Is it mostly a fluff piece? Is it not at all a fluff piece? Is adoption up?
I think that adoption is up for the most part,
Okay, cool.
but it might be partially a fluff piece.
All right. Hey, I think so too. I think a lot of social media stuff is clickbait. I think a lot of blogs are clickbait and articles are clickbait. So I think that this kind of falls prey to that too. Let's take a look at a quick tool here. DeFi Llama. DeFi Llama.
What is the significance of blue?
Blue. That's all Ethereum. Total value locked on chains. Oh my gosh.
What the heck?
Yeah, is this all time?
Excuse my language.
This is 2020. So 2020 to today, now it's nearing 70% again. Now we don't have we got all the options selected. Vesting, double staking or double count, liquid staking, borrows. It's all there, but apparently
What,
yeah.
the Jorge?
Yeah, no, the Jorge, it's all there.
It's not Jorge. Jorge.
Jorge, what?
Horkey. Jorge.
You just made that up.
Your mom made that up.
Your mom made that up. Your
I
mom
don't
made
have
you
a
up.
mom.
All right, so Wisdom Bar says, I think it's fluff because when they say this means 3 to 5 business in their countries or cities. Yeah. When they say this, they mean 3 to 5 businesses in their countries or cities. I think you're probably right. It is some of it's made up in some of these areas, but it doesn't take much to move the needle. Anywhere that you are, if you just talk to local businesses, let me ask you, Ex0Phantom, you've witnessed this before. You've recorded my activities in public before. Do I ever ask local businesses if they accept crypto?
Never.
Shut up. I don't?
A few times. It has had a 100% rate of this happening, but you rarely ever go outside of your basement. You're forced to make content.
That is
again
true.
and again and again and again and again and again.
I am a slave to algorithms. That's true.
Specifically my algorithm.
I'm a slave to most algorithms.
I've been waiting for this moment. My moment to appear and become world famous.
Well, I think that this live stream will do it. If this live stream doesn't do it, I don't know what will.
Perhaps I'll have to enslave a more popular YouTuber next time.
Okay.
Perhaps your talents are insufficient.
Oh my gosh. Maybe. Okay. Well, we've got DeFi Llama showing us kind of the way. Sort of. We need a DeFi Sherpa. That's what we need. And our portfolio, we're going to gloss over really, really fast. We got all the portfolios there. We got our GPU mining portfolio. Oh, Caspa with our fake entry shows over 2,000% gains. Dem gains. They don't actually touch Flux.
Gains.
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 Gains for the brain swellings. Gains for brains.
Remember, get your brain swelling today.
Do it.
There are many positive benefits, including unlisted, and unlisted.
You forgot redacted.
And unlisted.
So,
and
yeah.
as a positive upside, it forces you to watch more live streams with me in it.
Ooh, Safecoin looking ultra manipulated. Me no likey. Toncoin also getting that really weird Mesa looking kind of manipulated. Me no likey. Anything
Me no
else?
likey either.
Oh, Gemlink. Me no likey. Looking manipulated. AF.
No likey.
Mimble Coin also manipulate. Manipuliato.
No likey. No likey. No at all.
Where the heck did Epic Cash go? Why is Epic Cash not in here? It should be under GPU mineable coins.
Where's Epic Cash?
That is the question. I'm literally asking it. Where did Epic Cash go? Jeez.
Where is it?
Wow. Taking this very seriously. He's interrogating somebody.
Show me Epic Cash.
Show it to me.
Now.
All right. So, hard drive mineable coins. What do we got here? Filecoin is up, actually significantly up, over $1 billion market cap. CPU mineable coins. Epic Cash is there, but it should be in GPU mineable coins and in ASIC mineable coins. It's up significantly. I did get outreach from the Epic Cash team. Do you want to see a follow-up interview with them? It's been almost 3 years. My, how time flies.
Nobody wants that.
What?
Except me. Do
All
it.
right, there you go.
More content churning out of your channel for me to feast on.
You mean right a coattails
More
up.
delicious.
Get that okay? Taste the cream. All right. So,
Pure vanilla?
yeah. Learn VFX says, increase the traffic and TVL on your blockchain with this one weird trick. Paul D. Nut said, did that proof of memes get rug pulled yet? Funny thing about proof of memes is that it did not get rug pulled yet. Is that the funniest part of proof of memes? Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think it's the funniest part. Proof of memes, I have met the team. I think that they
Your
actually
opinion is a terrible opinion and you are wrong.
I mean,
It is the most hilarious part of proof of memes.
That's why everybody comes here. They pretty much already know that. That's why they show up. They're like,
Yeah,
this guy's a joke."
exactly.
So,
Because this audience is not stupid.
proof of memes. Yeah, the volume is still there, but yeah, manipulation much every hour on the hour. Not exactly every hour on the hour, but pretty damn close.
Yeah, they're almost exactly mirroring each other.
Yeah, you can see that, right?
It looks like you're taking something out of a mold.
Yeah. So
Very manipulating.
that's unfortunate. MEXC Global is the only place they have it too. So centralized, it can't be quite right because it is its own blockchain. So it's not on any kind of DEXs. I don't know if there's a bridge for it. So yeah, MEXC Global would be where it is, USDT. And it looks like the market depth is a little under 2% depth, a little under $1,000. Every 24 hours, it's 33K in volume. But based on those intervals, this could potentially be wash trade of only $1,000, couple $1,000.
Excuse me. I need to go pick up the Mark 6 of my avatar.
Handle it.
Yeah, I'm going to go.
Handle it.
I'll come back in a second.
Do it.
Not literally a second. Probably many, many seconds. I'm counting on you, Paul D's Nuts, to count. Starting now.
All right, there you go. So, add a bot. Do it. All right, so CPU mineable coins, Monero is still up as well. Quantum resistant ledger has come back from the dead, sort of, except that it's manipulated as well. Yenton, clearly manipulated. ASIC mineable coins, this is where it gets serious. Ish gets real. And by ish, I mean stuff. Bitcoin, also manipulated. Current market cap at $4 million. I think we might actually see Bitcoin go away. It might actually disappear in this bear market. Thumbs up or thumbs down. I really don't care if you love it or you hate it. It's just, that's crazy for me to see because it's been around for so long. I didn't think that. Yeah. Paul D's Nuts says, make sure you close the door so we can't hear. It's okay. You went to the upstairs Mark 6 changing room or garage. So yeah, also not wearing a lapel mic, so we're okay. But Wrapped Bitcoin doing what it do. I've got to admit, guys, Wrapped Bitcoin is one of those things, or the projects like it, I'm fascinated by it. The concept of a good Wrapped Bitcoin makes sense to me. Clearly, Ren BTC didn't make the cut, and, Alameda and FTX said to beware, so I'm glad they give us that warning. But we do need something like it, just like how we need algorithmic stablecoins that don't suck. Things like LUSD, things like Frax, and then any kind of backed assets like DAI that are not necessarily directly one-to-one correlated to the underlying asset. We need stuff like that, and we need stuff like that for Bitcoin. So who knows? Maybe this is the year that I get off my butt and I actually get, I do something like a derivative of Ren BTC that actually works, doesn't have problems, and is provably wrapped with on-chain evidence of the holdings for Bitcoin. I mean, we need this stuff, right? We do. Actually, DeFi requires us to have stuff like that if you want to be able to put it into smart contracts. So maybe we get there. TBTC, SBTC, sort of synthetics BTC, it needs to be something like that. Paul D's Nut says Ren BTC seems to work okay if you got $600,000 or $700,000 you need to money launder. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I mean, here's the thing. They were brilliant. They were brilliant at what they did, and grifters always are.
Stop the count.
All right.
Perfect.
Yeah, I don't know if you did.
Comment how long it took.
What are you consuming?
I've not been consuming anything. I was not eating a chicken bake, and the viewers should not, I repeat, should not be jealous.
They are definitely not jealous, but somebody is. TVTC is jealous. I'm not jealous. You're jealous. So FPGA mineable coins, Cadena is doing all right. It's still up on the long-term hodl. Not doing great this week. 0x Bitcoin, our favorite manipulated chart is back from the dead, showing signs of manipulation with a market cap of under $2 million. How do people manage to do it? Paul D has returned your answer.
How dare you say his name incorrectly? Paul D's Nuts.
The E's nuts are silent.
What?
Yeah, that's what I thought. You couldn't hear it. So over there, he has returned a result to you in microseconds. I hope that is sufficient to for you to have asserted your dominance over him, or vice versa.
Correct.
I don't know which way this is going to go. It's a battle of wills between two synthoid
beings,
human-ish things. Anyway. Nimic is also just there. Digibyte is showing signs of revival this week, but it can't be for long. It is one of those things that never disappears, though. Like Litecoin, right? Where you're like, why is Litecoin still around? It's like, let me show you why I'm still around. And
because
the chart goes crazy. Exactly, right? Like, you can't argue with it.
It's here because it's here.
And you can't argue with it. It just shows up again. proof of stake smart contracts or piece of sugar smart contracts.
Piece of shiitake mushroom.
Silent Stereo 2 says silent nuts.
Yes.
Silent nuts. The nuts are silent. Pardon me. These nuts are silent. All right. Cosmos Hub. It is up in a big way because of the recent news of the direction that Cosmos Hub is going. They've not only added for Atom 2.0 a roadmap where it is more broadly used across the ecosystem, but there's more to it than that. Am I shocked that it has gone to the top of the stack in this stacked ranking? Not remotely. You remember how months ago, a year ago, I was telling you, watch out for Cosmos.
I'm not in any way surprised either because, like you, I have a humongous IQ.
You got a humongous brain pan. Humongous brain. CPU.
Huge.
Huge brain. Huge
I need to
CPUs.
update myself for a second. I'll be quiet for a little bit.
All right. He's probably literally eating my dinner right now. That son of a gun. All right. So, proof of stake smart contract platforms. We got plenty that is, plenty that's exciting. Solana has gone back into the top 10 because of its recent resurgence, right? It just had this really pop up, huge pop up this last hour. Crypto Neck is in the chat saying, "You the man." And Stereo 2 brings you a new nickname. Phantom. Crypto Ex0Phantom. He says, Shiitake Nakamoto.
Exactly.
It's actually a really good t-shirt right there. Shiitake Nakamoto. Tell the boys. Because here's the thing. Guys at Sin City Crypto they'll probably snipe it right now. They'll be like, Shiitake Nakamoto, that's the best. Like a t-shirt's printed. They'll wear them to work and everybody there will locally buy them up and they'll be like, this is the best. Oh, somebody on YouTube wanted that? You know how this stuff works. All right. But yeah, these smart contract networks, these streets, what do they say? Cosmos Hub is the top. But Solana's coming back in a big way. Polygon's coming back up in a big way. Still 65% down since we made the portfolio entry. Terra Luna Classic, 100% down. It's going to stay 100% down for a long time. ICP, I am starting to come around to seeing P. ICP. I do. ICP. I finally see it. ICP. They cornered me over at the Women in Web3 conference in Miami, and they were like, okay, look at P with us. And I was like, okay, I see it. I see P. You forced me. What?
Nothing.
Ex0Phantom was like, yes. Good. This one can learn. All right. So, but apparently there's more to it. I'm reading up more on the fundamentals now. I think it's maybe not been given a fair shake. Do I think it's going to radically transform the industry? No. Do I think it actually stands a shot at maybe getting the development that it needs? Maybe. And I want to read more about it before I delve any more into that. Yeah. Anyway, I'm kind of coming around to it. Coming around to CNP. All right. Junk drawer. Slice of my Inu. One punch. Still there.
Punch.
Yeah. Still killing it. Slaying. $44 million market cap. It's crazy, but it's not going to go away anytime soon. Stereo 2 says, I'm literally designing a hoodie right now. He's designing the hoodie. Yeah, I told you he's sniping it right now. It's over on Printful or something.
0.001032 billion.
It's crazy, right? But that's just the price per coin. That's just the price per coin. Everrise, also high on the list. Floki Inu, Luffy Inu. All this stuff is still showing profit in our portfolio. Ampleforth even, still showing profit in our portfolio. Dojo on Mars and UFO Gaming. Everything else is nearing wreckage. Hex. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Hex is below 2 cents. It might get below 1 cent at some point. So if you like their roadmap, if it's something you like, everything's going on sale. I'm not going to say I endorse you making that decision, but it's going on sale. Maybe you'll get it for a penny. Just saying, that would be cool, right? To get things that you actually believe in, if you believe in it, for really, really low prices. Everything's going on sale. Just be aware. We're getting so close to the butt end of the market. And by the butt, I mean the bottom.
ASMR.
Are you just going to crinkle paper next to the mic? Chew. All in all, not bad. Caspa, way down low. I don't know why that is. I think we didn't put an entry in this one. I think it's not quite right. Gold Retriever also below $1. It hurts. Fame down pretty low. So IBC gang, this is where I kind of have my attention right now because of what's happened in Cosmos. Regen is coming up even higher than Cosmos, and then Shen2 as well, all in the green. Shade Protocol, Osmosis, and Nakash are our least worst losers, but they are losing. You're failing. Luna Classic, failing. Persistence.
You are failing.
Yeah. Also failing. And then Comdex as well.
For those of you who don't understand that, just watch Captain America, The First Avenger. It'll all make sense.
You will get it then. Finally.
Everything will click, and you will understand the secrets of the universe.
There it is. CryptoNeck is in the chat. And first off, CryptoNeck, thanks for being here. Appreciate that. CryptoNeck. I called you CryptoNeck. CryptoNeck, like CryptoNeck. He got the bling. Crypto blings. And he says, man, I got about 100 coins, I believe, in there. Bounce back. Not their roadmaps. Yeah. Yeah, the SEC does not like roadmaps. They like dead ends. 10-set gems. What do we got here? Everything in the red. That's depressing. Just a little bit, though. Only a tiny bit. 10-set, $100 million market cap, MetaHero, and Everdome at almost 50 million combined. Here's the thing. MetaHero, I think that they do intend to deliver something of value. There are a lot of really good Polish game studios. Oh, yeah, we're finishing up here. I see you. And stables we're not going to look at right now. GPU ether replacements we've already seen from above, and we need to include something more, but we won't on this live stream. Richard Hart ecosystem. Everything taking a huge bath right now. Hedron way down, popping up a little bit, but it's been down for some time. It's probably pretty close to its bottom support. Hex way down, 10% in a week. Maximus DAO 13% down. It always trades at a slightly higher percentage of what Hex does, but even that is just relative, so it's down. Had other rewards rolled into it. And then Doge Chain. Ex0Phantom crypto, Ex0Phantom, sorry, Mr. Phantom, XOV. What do you think
Crypto.
about? Yeah,
Mr. Phantom, XO, the crypto.
Sorry, I'll say the full name. Phantom Exo Crypto V 00100100001 the 0010th.
Thank you.
Jeez, this guy. What do you think of Dogechain?
I think it is a very memey coin, and that's what makes it popular.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. There you go. So you think it's popular? 7 days, it's gone up by 12%.
Oh, I definitely think it's popular now.
Yeah, right. Dogechain. So this is not the regular Doge coin. This is like Ethereum, but you use Doge to send coins back and forth on the network instead of using Ether.
That's very interesting.
I don't know. Do you think that there's a future for that? Sending your Doge coins over to the Doge chain to make it run like Ethereum?
I really do think so.
All right.
That scene from Ratatouille. You can tell a bread is good from its sound.
That's true. Can you tell if a bag is good from its sound?
Yes.
All right. Well, moving on, Wrap Doge, all the other tokens that are on Doge chain. Question coming in from Paul D's notes. Are the Pulse prefix tokens wrapped? Now, the Pulse prefix tokens are, well, it depends on the one that it is, actually. I think that they can be bridged. That's the thing. They're supposed to be bridgeable, but if they're bridgeable, then the airdrop tokens wouldn't be part of the supply, right? There's a huge problem with this fundamental scheme, right, of airdropping you every token that's already on Ethereum when Pulse Chain launches. I think it's a cool marketing gimmick. Don't get me wrong. I think it's very, very cool because it got a lot of attention and it got a lot of people invested fast. But, you know, you don't make friends by bag holding, right? On that note, you don't make friends by holding everyone hostage. Ex0Phantom, I got something for you.
Yes?
I've got the DCA website, the DCA calculator. What token should we help demonstrate people the power of dollar cost averaging in? Name any coin. Doesn't matter. Just throw it out there.
Any coin?
One that you know and like.
Well, seeing as we're on the subject, or at least were a second ago, Dogecoin.
All right, Dogecoin. There you go. It rolls off the brain. It makes it stop functioning. Just kidding. Dogecoin. We're going to say...
It makes your mom stop functioning.
It literally makes your mom stop functioning.
I don't have a mom.
But...
In fact, technically, an AI designed my prototypes, so I don't have any parent.
Right.
I simply came into being.
I kind of just need to not pursue this one. But let's jump back into our main content here. So, Dogecoin. Let's just say, what's a good amount per week that you would put into a joke coin like this? $1, $5, $10?
I think $30 maybe.
$30 a week. Okay, got it. So we're going to go with $30 a week right there. Use that field there. And that's per week. And then if we go back in time, when did we start doing that?
When did Dogecoin start?
Well, I'll show you. I'll show you in a minute. Okay, so Dogecoin here on CoinGecko, we need to first go back to its original site, Dogecoin. What is Dogecoin? I think it was 2015. Or was it 2014? Man, I got to get this straight. All right. BitcoinTalk.org will show us when the original announcement went live.
Let's do 2015.
2013 is when it actually launched. All right.
2015 is a good time.
Okay, so
There's been like 7 years since then. Definitely not 8.
you got
Because it is 2022 at the moment.
All right, so 2015, we'll go back to January 3rd, just hypothetically, right? Because I know it's already, currently, today, it's 2022. There we go. All right, so, and then we're going to go to January 3rd, 2023, into the future. Calculate. All right. Had you been doing that, you would have, first off, you would have spent about $12,500 over those years. But with today's Dogecoin price of 7 cents, if you had held all of them, you would be a millionaire. That's the power.
True dat.
Of dollar cost averaging. My name is Seth. You've been watching Mind Your Biz. Thank you, Crypto Ex0Phantom, for joining us tonight. Thank you for being subscribed. Crypto Ex0Phantom, what else should they do before they leave and before we close down the stream?
Well, to put it in simple terms, subscribe that smash button.
Subscribe the smash button. Also, be sure you check out in the description of this video the link to mindyourbiz.substack.com, where I give you tactical reviews of hardware wallets, of security practices, of things to consider when you're looking at cryptocurrencies and staying safe. We have fun on the live streams. We have fun on the channel. But in the newsletter, we keep it very tactical because your time is valuable. We're not otherwise, after hours messing around. Your time is valuable. I will always honor that. That's my word to you. On the newsletter, go be signed up. Also, you can't get it shut down. When you sign up to a newsletter, all you have to do is opt out of it later on. But in the meantime, at least we've got a way to communicate if any of these platforms decides to get evil again. All right. Appreciate you for tuning in. You're the reason I make this media. I love your face. Remember to stay private and mine.
And I love your data.
Your
data.
Biz. See ya.